Hey guys, Daniel here. In this video I'm going to go over DropFunnels review for 2020. Even though you might have a page builder, a sales funnel builder already, this might be able to help you change your thinking around how can I actually utilize WordPress and Google and to actually get yourself ranked, become an authority website and use the power of sales funnels on the outside. So I'm just going to give you a quick overview of what I think of DropFunnels so far. I've been in there for like the last 3 or 4 days just trying to nut it all out. It does take a bit of a learning curve, but like anything new, you have to put in the time to learn something new. It actually challenges you to think outside the box, and hopefully this might shed some light on maybe our sales funnels on their way out, just sales funnels on their own, standalone, because at the end of the day, if they're not being searched for or they're not being brought up in search for all these key terms that you're actually trying to provide, then maybe this could be the option for you. So I'm just going to give you a quick overview. I'm not going to go into every bells and features and everything, because that will take like 3 to 4 hours, because it's so feature rich. But the features in there are not just features to be features. They actually have a lot of components. They have a lot of advantages to them, as once you dive right into them, then your mindset will actually change towards your business. And one thing, the most thing that you'll find in this review is that I will emphasize is the page loading speed, which Google loves. It's off the charts. So you can do all these speed tests and something like GT metrics and so forth, pingdom.com and those type of services. But I'll just dive into the back end, give you a quick squiz of what you think it might be, or you just think you've heard a lot about it, but you just want to see the back end, and then you want to see like little bits in here and there, and maybe it could do something for your business. So just going to jump in here. So as you see, this is the back end. This is like the welcome screen as you get in. The first thing I'll show you is when you first get your account, you don't have a custom domain. You will have to get that, you have to get that for yourself once you get everything nutted out, and you actually figure out, you probably got a gazillion amount of domains on your name, name using Namecheap or GoDaddy or something like that on your particular service that you have. So yeah, you might have a domain that you want to bring over. Well, you can bring it over to DropFunnels, or you might even have an existing website, but you're still scared because if you've got a lot of content on an existing site on HostGator or SiteGround or one of these other WordPress sites, W hosting or whatever, then you might be a little bit cautious. So you might want to just bring over one that you want to test, and so you can actually nut it out and take DropFunnels for a real good drive, because there is a 2-week trial. You can find the link somewhere around here, and I'll put it up, whatever, and so you can trial it and just give it heaps, give it a good run for its money, see if it's all the features and benefits are worthy of all the hype, which I didn't even hear any hype about it, but I just came across it through a mutual friend in the affiliate marketing space, entrepreneurial space, and he recommended this for me to have a look at it. And I'll be just going deep into the last 3 or 4 days, trying to see if it actually will work for what I was doing, what I want to achieve in the next couple of years, 3 or 4 years, whatever it is. So in terms of doing stuff long term, not just the short term cash and quick flick, and never ranking for that particular term or particular long term keyword that I was ranking for. So as you're looking at DropFunnels here, just gonna clear that. As you can see it's got pretty much split up in 2 halves. You're gonna have this half here and the other half there. So the main thing is with DropFunnels, how they've get it up, as like I said, it's a bit of a hybrid mixing WordPress. It's actually built on WordPress, which 40% of the sites around the web of Nikes and the other big Fortune 500, Fortune 100 companies are built on WordPress. So it's not going to be a security issue, and it's going to be very, very stable. Whereas if you have a standalone product, standalone software, a SaaS product that's running on their own servers, and that obviously you know from personal experience, if you've been in network marketing and entrepreneurship, and you know that their servers crash and they're always having trouble with things going down. But if WordPress, because it has has to have such a stable platform for all these companies, high-end companies of millions and billions of dollars, obviously it's not going to crash. So it's actually built on WordPress, but it has the Beaver Builder platform. We'll use it for the drag and drop. So on the left hand side, as you can see, on the left hand side, I'm just going to highlight that for you so you can see. So the left hand side here, all this is for the WordPress side. So if you're thinking about it in terms of two halves of your business, so this is for the long game. Hopefully I can do this so I can get my pen to do it. So this is for the long game. And the right hand side, all these features here, the funnels, leads, sales products, memberships for your online courses, and your integrations for your payment gateways, for Stripe and so forth, Stripe and PayPal, and your link tracker. Link tracker is very, very important because it actually houses, so you can track where your traffic is actually coming from, which landing pages are actually converting, and all the good stuff in there. So we won't dive too much into that type of stuff, into the sales and marketing stuff, but just to give you a clear overview of what's actually in DropFunnels. If you're curious to see what's actually in the back office, what's all the talk about, and you can see this is over here is DropFunnels resources. When you jump in, the welcome video from Jordan, and obviously there's a get started webinar, as you know with most SaaS softwares, and then you have a free funnel marketplace. So you have I think 8 you can choose from when you first get started. So you just pick one of them, and that will be rolled out to you and installed onto your particular DropFunnels account, which took me about 5 to 10 minutes or so. Once they emailed and got confirmation, it was all up and running, which actually blew me away, because normally with normal WordPress hosting and so forth, you have to do the install and other thing, load up with the plugins, the themes, and all the other stuff that goes with it, and it gets quite annoying. But they all took care of it, and plus you get the SSL certificate as well. So it comes out, if you can see up here, it comes to be locked, so it's secure. It's got the HTTPS, which comes with it, which is as you can see here, HTTPS. So your site will be secured. It gives you, like, as you know, Google appreciates and they like sites that are actually secure, has the HTTPS as well. So with that being said, I want to show you on the left hand side, this is all to do with WordPress. So you know how you can create your posts, you can go to all your posts and so forth. So you create posts, if you would, you just add new, go through it. Like I said, if you've used WordPress before and you have blogs, you'll be more than familiar with all these categories here. Media, this is when you upload your photos. Pages, and you create pages and so forth. These are like your legal links, your about page, contact page. So pretty much they're for static pages. Like if you think about it, it's just like for your about pages. Go back. So for your your about and your contact pages, and like your resource pages, you have your resource pages as well. Resources page, I can't spell to save myself. Yeah, so it's those particular pages there. Then you have normally they have the comments page and the builders page and so forth. So as the builder, you have your templates, appearance. This is where you have your global design. If you have a particular footer or header that you know that you're going to be using throughout your website on a global level, that you don't think you're going to change it all, then use this particular feature here. You can create one piece of digital real estate, keep it there, and then it will be applied to your site-wide, will be applied site-wide to whatever you're doing in terms of your website, and it actually can be added to whatever the sales pages you use as well, once you've used the marketing as well. So you can have the users, so you can add users, you'll be the primary user. If you want somebody to come in and do certain aspects for your business for you, obviously you can add some users. And the tools, this is what you import. If you've got an existing website, you can import it, or you want to export something out of something that you built, you can do that, or just delete the site entirely, but probably wouldn't want to do that. These are the general settings, so it's just general. And then you have your thing, and the reading, how you want to read the site. You put your static, add your welcome page, or you can put your reading as your posts. You might want to use posts, or just to create a static page and use it as your home page. And obviously the discussion and so forth. Akismet, anti-spam, like obviously you get comments and so forth that you're not desire to have on your website. And this is probably one of the most powerful things that you're going to use if you're going to use this function of DropFunnels, is your SEO, being able to rank your website and your landing pages onto Google. It's built on WordPress, obviously, for the speed and the usability of it, and to have all this link juice and the power of trying to rank on Google. So it's all built into the system for you. Normally you have to get all different plugins like Yoast for SEO, or all-in-one SEO, all these other plugins. You have to load them and then try and configure them yourself. Everything is done, but you can customize them if you're familiar with SEO schema, video schema as well, and site builders, site maps. If you're familiar with all that particular terminology in XML, and dealing with Google Analytics, making sure they're talking to each other and making sure they know that what's happening with your website, because the more trust you can give Google, the more more authority or more favorability they will give to you, because they're trusting your site. They'll send slowly send more traffic to your site because they can trust you, because they can see what you're doing. Because if you're doing unethical stuff, if you're doing dodgy black hat stuff with dodgy links and so forth, link building and backlinks from untrusted sites, then you will get into trouble. And just the normal account settings, which I won't do that because then you'll see on my personal details and so forth. But that gives you just a quick overview of the WordPress site. So you're going to decide whether you're going to use the WordPress side, or you just want to use it for the marketing side of DropFunnels. But use them as both. They're hybrid. Use the WordPress side as your hub, your branding, and you're going to use that as your hub. You can go to like Tony Robbins. If you go to Tony Robbins site, if you go to Tony Robbins site, how he does his, he's created billions through his store. He just keeps it very, very simple. So that you could think about, you could create a hub just like Tony has. Very, very simple. You just come here. He just wants you to come in here, see his message, and decide what you want to do. So, and then he'll have all his landing pages, or everything else geared around this particular hub. So all his traffic is coming to here, and then whatever the person is looking for, then those particular sales pages will be catered to those people and what they're looking for in their business or their personal lives, or what they're needing to get out of what Tony is offering. So you can do the same thing with DropFunnels. You create a website hub authority website, building that know, like, and trust. And then you have catered off for people, like you have stuff for network marketers, real estate, affiliate marketing, or traders, whatever you want to use to get from your main website. But then you can actually keep them on the website. Normally affiliate marketers, you do one little land sales page and then they just bounce off. So you don't get, even though you got the email address to keep marketing them, but you don't get the link juice. You're not getting the ranking of that particular landing page or that particular content that you've created. You've spent that money to get them to that landing page. Why not have it ranked so you still have that organic traffic coming to that landing page? Even if you turn the paid campaign off, then you still rank for that particular keyword or that particular term that you created the landing page on. So imagine if you just created something like with Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi with mastermind.com. They've got that knowledge build, the KBB and so forth. If you could rank for that, your landing pages and your whole campaigns around that, because of the SEO that is built in here, that would be so much more powerful than just doing the one page and then nobody knew it, who came across that thing, came across it like 3 to 4 or 5 years later. You want that to be still ranking on Google, if you know what I mean. So that just gives you something to think about when you're looking at DropFunnels for a long-term strategy or tactic, or implement it as a long-term play for yourself. Because like I said, the left-hand side, all the stuff down here is all for WordPress, static pages and so forth. And then the right hand is this is where you're going to put all your marketings and all the way to help your clients, help your leads come in here, and then you're going to track them, and you're going to, with your leads, when they come in, you're going to have your leads that come in, and your sales. If you have products, you can create products. Sales, it will say if you have products, it will show you sales. So this gives you a cool walkthrough. Like I said, it's been in 3 days. Like you have create your own products, copywriting secrets. You can create it as a membership site, and you can actually have your own online courses. Create your own online courses, and then have the integration on the back end here. So you just have to, your Stripe gateway, just hook it up here, so you can receive payments. And then you have your link tracker. So if you've got links that you want to track, obviously you can track the links. So that just gives you a quick overview about DropFunnels, review for DropFunnels in 2020. Most of the other stuff you can come in, like I might do another video in part 2 that covers the funnels, covers the back end, like if you see there, this is it, and the back end here, because I've just been going through and just testing and trying out all these things that DropFunnels can do, whether it's because one thing, you want to be able to take payments, so you want to have payments. So if you wanted to add something here, if we went to the DropFunnels, which opens up the editor, you want to be able to take payments and convert your leads into sales, which is probably the main purpose of having this particular software, or any type of software that you're trying to build, is to create sales and create a following, which you can actually, so you can take receipts. You can do the upsell. This is the upsell or downsell. So you can just create that and just change. If you can edit that as well, you can change all the buttons, the style, the general, the name of the actual upsell or downsell. You can replace the icons, which is the icon on the left hand side here. So you can have the style, which is the color, text colors. So if you want to change the text color. And the cool thing that I noticed, that like a lot of the stuff that you probably wanted in other page builders and sales funnels builders, like presets, color presets, most of them don't have those in other platforms, which is quite annoying. Unless you can keep your branding colors, save them in the color presets, so you're not having to go in there and type it all the time and look for the color and have the hex codes and so forth. Well, you have all your color presets already done, color pickers. You just add there. If you have a different color you want there, you can just add it to your preset by clicking on here, add. So most of the stuff I've just been playing around and seeing what it can do. You know, you try and go out and break this stuff so they can go back and have feedback for DropFunnels and Jordan and the team, because Jordan and the team are doing their best to make sure we cater for, but not to have too many features where you forget about the marketing, you forget about the content value. So you just need stuff that actually gets you up and running, so you don't get caught up into the learning and not executing. So as you can see, you can add other stuff, like you have the checkout forms, you have the upsell, downsell, like I just showed you. You have like the pricing packs, forms. So you have the basic modules here on the right. Then you have the design modules. So they're breaking it up really easy for you to follow. Like if you just want the basic modules to use, you just use there, like the quick landing page. You just want to quickly nut it out, just the opt-in form, bit of text up the top. Just use the basic modules here. If you want to just add a video and opt-in form, most times that's all you need, a video opt-in form and a heading, and you're good to go. If you want to get more intricate with your design, if you're into agency or you're a consultant, or you're into, you want to do stuff for actually build these landing pages to sell, and obviously you can go to the design module and add all these features here. As you can see, there's quite a lot in there for design. And then if you're a business owner, you'll need these particular tools. Like obviously, if you're a lot of business testimonials, you want to add maps so people can find you. You have your social buttons, so people know where they can find you socially, like Facebook, Instagram, and so forth. You have business reviews. You have like Google reviews. You have business reviews. You can actually put them on your site. You can actually be updated live. And obviously contact form, where they can get in contact with you after hours, whatever, during business hours. So you can have info banners, info boxes, tables, lists, price boxes, price lists, ribbons, social shares, and then you can have highlight your team as well. Then you have other advanced modules which have to do with obviously these are like WordPress modules, advanced ones. If you had custom menus, posts, sliders, people love the sliders, I don't know why, but accordions, pricing tables, sidebars, and other sorts of tables to give facts and figures. If you're maybe into the finance industry and you want to highlight banking, finance, mortgage brokers, they want to highlight certain details, accountants, firms, and so forth. They need these sort of tables and table of contents, pricing tables and tabs and so forth to highlight these particular details. So it just gives you a quick overview. I don't want to bore you too much with all the features and benefits and so forth, but in terms of the long term, this might be something that you might want to look at. So you can drive it for a 2-week trial. There will be a link somewhere below. So but please leave a comment and like this video and subscribe to the channel. And hopefully this got some value out of this, and hopefully I'm going to do some more like tutorials on these things, because I've been going over it for the last few days, and I know there'll be other people that have come across this particular tool they can then use. It's good for me because, like, as with everything the situation that's happening worldwide, people are we're actually looking for avenues or how we can actually work from home, use these particular tools to create income online, especially as we're getting like the Gen X's, like I'm a Gen X, so we're having to look at, we can't rely on our retirement because it might not even be there by the time we retire. So these types of tools and the people around it creating these tools, it's great to be around as well, and other entrepreneurs, other Gen X people that I can call upon, especially the Facebook community, to build an online presence and do something online and work from home, especially in the later years. So hopefully this helped you guys. Hopefully you can get some value out of it. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. See you later.